welcome to the system. Now, this is really important because, some people think, well, I did a lecture and I got 10 patients, 90 people left. I gave them my business card. I told them what my website was. And so I guess those people are over with. But when you get their name and contact information because you've created right off square one that the relationship is that you have value for them, you're giving something to them that they want and they need, that's when your relationship begins, not when it ends. The fact that they didn't come into the office that moment, that they weren't ready to react right there and then, doesn't matter, because the key now is how you develop that relationship that's going to determine where your practice is going from this point forward. Now, we're going to talk about the difference between an event and a system for a minute, and the reason that we're going to do that is because I want you to understand that the system is going to take all those people you just started a relationship with and convert those people into actual patients. We don't know when, but there's a good amount of odds that we could predict that, and we'll talk about that. So we know that an event is something that you do, a lecture, a screening, a teleseminar, a wellness day, whatever you go ahead and do. And what happens is the only thing that does is bring people to the event. It doesn't make them patients. 10% will automatically become patients, but the remaining 90% is really where the system comes into play. Now, what is the system? The system is nothing more than follow-up. If you've ever been to a teleseminar before, you've ever been to a webinar before, if you have anyone who's ever given you a pitch for anything, you know that you're in a system. And how do you know? Because you'll get 3, 4, 5, 10, 15 communications from that person. Some of them will be in the form of gifts. Some of those will be in form of free things that'll change your life. Some of those things are just little things convincing you to go to the next step. And that's really called follow-through. The problem with follow-through is if you're also working for a living and you're seeing patients, the problem is it's difficult for anyone to do it. And I think the statistic now is that 80% of small business people only do a 3-time follow-up if they do have any follow-up in their business at all. In other words, they follow up with people they're trying to convert into patients or customers 3 times, and the statistic is it takes 80% of the public 7 communications before they'll become a customer, a client, or a patient. So most people fall short by 4 communications. And then when that person is ready to become a patient and your name's not in front of them, what happens is, very simple, they go to somebody else because that person happened to be there at the right time.